Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, 13-year-old boy dies after being shot in the head. Dad believes it's an accident. The death of a 13-year-old boy by a bullet from what is believed to be an illegal gun has left his family shattered and puzzled, even as some members of the clan have been taken into custody by the police, who say they are unable to find the weapon. Kashan Enriquez Watson, commonly called the Prince, succumbed to the injury at the Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital in Westmoreland on Wednesday about 4:30 a.m., hours after the incident reportedly occurred at his aunt's house Tuesday afternoon. On Thursday, the boy's father, Redrick Watson, said he was leaving work when he received a call informing him that his son had been shot. "I almost crashed because I was reversing out of the place. I looked, but I did not see anything, even though something was coming," he said, pointing out that a collision was averted because the driver of the oncoming vehicle had seen him reversing and stopped. Watson believes that the shooting was an accident. He said that although his son, the eighth of his 9 children, had a bullet in the head, he was able to respond to him. "I said, 'Prince, stomp your foot,' and he stomped his foot. And more than one time it happened. I left from inside the hospital and went out the door and called the rest of my children, and all of them were here with me," Watson told the news. "Boy, I'm gone, but he was fighting it. He was strong," the father said. He lamented that several family members, including his brother, who had come to help, were taken into custody by the police. "My brother coming from work and hear about the incident. Drop his tool bag and run go down there to assist his nephew. Police have him locked up and not letting him out. I brought something to give him yesterday and they don't take it. So all day him don't eat. It was an inspector who made a call, and I saw come them take the little snack, and I took it for my brother because he does not eat meat," stated Watson. "They go back and they scoop up my nephew and his girlfriend and left the 3 pitney them alone in the house. And the 8-year-old have to be taking care of the 2 smaller ones," he said. Watson said his son was a helpful child who gave no trouble. "He's my friend, my son, my brother and everything. We can sit down and reason and work together, everything. He's a hard-working youth who is not lazy, but when he eat enough," the father said. Keshan started attending Little London High School last September. On Thursday, as news of his death reached the school, his classmates wept openly and had to receive counseling. The school's guidance counselor, Randall Gordon, also visited the family home in Blue Castle District, Georges Plain, to provide support to the family. "We continue to assist in the grieving process. It is not easy losing a male student. Again, it seems as if they are mirroring what they are seeing in society. It is very sad to lose him in this way, so the gun, which is one of the most horrendous weapons that can be thought of," stated Gordon. He described Keshan as an average child who was loved by his classmates. He was not a regular in attendance at school, and I believe that his socio-economic situation would have caused him not to be present every day of the week. But when his father could, he sent him to school, Gordon said. Following the incident, more than 120 police personnel and the Jamaica service team carried out an operation in the area as early as 6 a.m. on Thursday. A police source noted that while the security forces tried to locate the weapon, illegal electricity connections in the area were also a concern. "My concern is that the gun was removed from the scene after the death, and we are searching for the gun," the source added. Former councillor for the Frome Division, Rudolph Uter, who was also on hand to give support to the family, urged the residents to tell the police what they know. "I am using this opportunity to encourage residents who are here that whatever you know, you need to talk. Look at what is happening in your community. Some of the time we see a lot of things and we just stand by. It is only when we are directly affected that we echo our voices," stated Uter. "I have been in touch with the family members and they have been receiving my support. I will continue to support them because it is not easy for them at this time," he said. 57-year-old killed along roadway in Portland Cottage. A probe has been launched by the Clarendon police into the murder of a 57-year-old man whose body was found with gunshot wounds along a road in Portland Cottage Wednesday night. Dead is Garfield Morrison, unemployed, of Content Street in Portland Cottage. Reports are that about 8:50 p.m., explosions were heard along Dry Hill Road in the community. The police were summoned and Morrison was found along the roadway, suffering from what appeared to be gunshot wounds. He was assisted to the Mapen Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The Mapen Criminal Investigation Branch is probing the matter. Sections of Whitehall in St. Andrew, which has seen a flare-up in violence, have been placed under a curfew. The security measure began at 6 p.m. on Wednesday, January 29, and will remain in effect until Friday, January 31. The boundaries are north from the intersection of Dunmere Drive and the Christopher Boulevard to the intersection of Sherlock Drive and Mannings Hill Road, south along Lawrence Avenue from the intersection of Mannings Hill Road to the intersection of Watson Drive and Cadet Drive, east along Mannings Hill Road from the intersection of Sherlock Drive to the intersections of Lawrence Avenue and Mannings Hill Road, west from the intersection of Watson Drive and Cadet Drive to the intersection of Dunmere Drive and Christopher Boulevard. During the curfew, persons are required to remain indoors unless otherwise authorized by the person in charge of enforcing the curfew. Jamaican man facing drug trafficking charges in Florida. A Jamaican national was arrested and charged after he was allegedly caught in Volusia County, Florida, with 6 kilograms of cocaine and 15 pounds of methamphetamine this week. Alvin Davis, 50, has been charged with trafficking cocaine and methamphetamine. He is being held without a bond. County authorities say it was determined that Davis is in the U.S. on a work visa. Homeland Security Investigations has placed the detainer on the Jamaican to revoke his legal status and initiate deportation after he answers for his criminal charges. According to the Volusia County Sheriff's Office, in October last year, a search warrant was executed at a home located on Pelican Bay Road in Daytona Beach. During that search, detectives allegedly seized over 18 kilograms of cocaine, along with trafficking amounts of crack cocaine, fentanyl, methamphetamine, and oxycodone. Detectives eventually identified Davis as a supplier of the drugs. He was arrested on January 27 this year after surveillance captured him visiting a home where cash and packaging consistent with drug trafficking were seized. Davis was also seen sorting through packages of cocaine inside his vehicle in the Volusia Mall parking lot. Another unidentified suspect is in custody. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.